कि रियाजत के यही दिन है, बुढ़ापे में कहाँ हिम्मत, जो कुछ करना है अभी कर लो, अभी नूरी जमा तुम हो।
At the age of 20, and he was bestowed with all ijazat of ahadith and fiqh and tasawwuf. And Aala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu, a great man of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, penned more than 1,000 books. Now, do you know he spent his whole life issuing verdicts, fatawa, answering questions, queries, writing books. At the age of 22, Aala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he went to Mahrehrawi Shareef. It was a spiritual center at that time in India. The great Gnostic, the great Wali, the great Qutub at that time, Shah Ale Rasool Mahrehrawi radiallahu ta'ala anhu, was the master, the spiritual master in Mahrehrawi Shareef. Aala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu with his father and other individuals, they went from Mahrehrawi Shareef to Mahrehrawi Shareef. Few miles away from Mahrehrawi Shareef, Aala Hazrat, he begins to smell the fragrance and says, I can sense the fragrance of my spiritual master. And then he enters Mahrehrawi Shareef. Said Aal-e-Rasool, Mahrehrawi opens the door and says, Oh Ahmad Raza, I was waiting for you all this time. He comes into the gathering, Khanka, the people, disciples everywhere. Now in one majlis, Shah Ale Rasool Mahrehrawi radiallahu ta'ala makes him his murid and blesses him with khilafah. At the same time, now the people inquired, O Grand Master, this is against your norm. This is against your habit. Because we know that any alim or any person who comes to you, before you bestow khilafah to that person, you make sure that their hearts are clean. They do mujahada, the spiritual jihad, that they fast for so many days, they wake up for tahajjud, they spend nights in dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and when you know that their hearts are clean, then you bestow them with khilafah. But why is that young man at the age of 22? He just entered Mahrehrawi Shareef. At the same time you made him murid, at the same time you gave me khilafah. Shah Ale Rasool, he smiled and said, Oh people, don't criticize. This man, you see, young man, is very special. He already came with a polished heart. His heart was already clean. All he wanted is a link from him to the Prophet ﷺ, and he gave that link. But then look at this great Gnostic. He says, the old people, before Ahmad Raza entered his foot into my house, I was in constant fear that on Yawm al-Qiyamah, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was to ask me, O Aal-e-Rasool, what have you brought for me from dunya? I had no answer. But as soon as I saw Ahmad Raza coming into my house, I knew I got the answer. If Allah was to ask on Yawm al-Qiyamah, O Aal-e-Rasool, what have you brought from this dunya? I'll present Ahmad Raza Khan.
हश्र में मुझसे पूछे रोज़े महशर मुझसे पूछे खुदा ये बता रसूल तो लाया है क्या पेश कर दूंगा लाया अहमद रज़ा पेश कर दूंगा